Hi everyone, so for today's video I'm going to show you how to set up Heroku and deploy a simple little React app because you will have to know React within this program. So I'm just showing you this is one way of pushing your code up to the cloud in Heroku, and I just want to show you this because it is pretty interesting. It looks like they might eventually change it though to a paid version, but for right now it's actually free until the end of the semester at least. So we're just going to practice this. At least it's free for now. And what I wanted us to do is, if you haven't signed up already, make sure you click sign up and fill in all the information that you need to log in with your email and set up your password. I'm just going to log in. So right over here we got Heroku. When you log in, you should see like this little dashboard area, and essentially when you just signed up it should have nothing. You can always click on these 9 little circles here, go to dashboard, and you get to this area. Right now we want to actually create a new Heroku app, so we're just going to go here and we're just going to go new app, and let's just call it Heroku app. And if it says not available, it's because many other people used it, the same name. So you need like a unique name or a unique naming convention for your app, because this is going to be deployed online where it's like a website. You need to have your own unique type of website. You can't have the same URL for different sites. So what we'll do is Heroku app, just type in your first and last name. So I'll be like Monika Szucs if I didn't use this already. Okay, perfect. So it is available. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do create React app. So this can just leave to United States and then create app. And right here you should get to this little area where we have just created this Heroku app section. And what we're going to do is make sure you're on Heroku Git. And when you scroll down, you'll see a bunch of command lines that we will eventually have to get to. So let's first do this. Let's open up Visual Studio and let's do new terminal. And on Visual Studio here, let me just minimize this a little bit so you can see desktop. Now on our desktop, we can actually just remove, if you have anything on your desktop, just make it empty for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to install that app on we're going to install React app on our desktop, and we'll just call it npx create React app and just say Heroku, enter, proceed, Y, yes, enter, and you should start seeing the folder appear on your desktop. This will take a few minutes here just to install. Now, right here in the terminal, it actually tells you exactly what you need to do to run it and everything. So let's first go inside our folder, so cd Heroku. Now, we are inside our folder here, so if we want to open up the contents, we can actually just type code dot. For Mac, it might be slightly different. Let me check here. So it looks like it's not working because we need to install it in Visual Studio. So if you want to do that, we'll need to actually hold the keys Command-Shift-P, Command-Shift-P, and then install code. And then let us click on this, click OK. And if you need to enter in a password, do that right now. Okay, so it should say shell command code successfully installed to path, in path. Now let's type code dot. There you go. Now you should see that this code, when you type in code dot, and whenever you're in the folder, it'll automatically open that folder location in your Visual Studio. So you can exit that old one. And now we got all of our files and folders right here on the left side. Let's open a new terminal for this one. Now let's just try running this application so you could see what it looks like. So we can do npm start. And if something pops up, allow it, so click OK. And you can see here now we have this React app created and it's showing. We get this little visual right here. And what I want you to do is open up the src folder and click on app.js here. And right here, I'll just expand it a little bit, but just right here where it's in between the two p tags, where it says edit code src app.js and save to reload, just remove that and just say my name is Monika or whatever your name is, period. Save it, Command S to save. And you should also see it in the console log where it says compiled successfully, and it tells you right here, localhost 3000, where your app is locally found. And if we go back to the browser here, you can see here, it also says localhost 3000 right at the top in the URL. So, but now, because this is localhost, that means only you can see it on your computer. But we want to actually allow other people, so people across the world can see this application that we created. So what we'll have to do now is when you're here, you have to hit the controls, Control C. So when you do Control C, hit those two keys together, it'll get you out of that area and you're back in the command line terminals. And let us do a few more things here. Now the next thing we want to do is go back to Heroku where we just set it up. And right over here, we have to follow these commands right here. Let us do, if we do Heroku login, copy that, paste it in, enter. And you can see here, press any key to open the browser, just enter or whatever, and it'll ask you to log into Heroku with the account you created. Click login. It says login here. So let's go back to the Heroku page, and you can see here, you're logged in as blah, blah, blah. Now it says go into your project. Where we are already in our project, it's called Heroku, so we could skip that step. Then we just have to do git init, enter. Now right here, take whatever is showing here, because each person's line may be slightly different because this is the name of the app. So yours is going to be Heroku app dash whatever your name is. So make sure you copy what yours is saying. So copy this, enter it here, enter. Okay. Now before we go into the next step, we need to do something else. So all we need to do is we need to actually run this command. Let me zoom in more so you could make sure you copy it exactly. We need to add a build pack. So what it is essentially we type Heroku build pack, the colon there, set. And now we need to grab a URL. I'll share it with you, or you can just like type it out as well. It's https github.com/Heroku dash build pack dash node.js. Or sorry, this should be node.js. So yeah, it's all together. Node.js is all together. Then hit enter. And let's see, build packs set. Oh yeah, so make sure it's packs. So why? So if you go up again, make sure we add the S at the end. So build packs. Enter. There we go. Now what we want to do here is we want to, on the left side, let's go down. On the left side here, open the package.json. So you should see a bunch of areas here. We're essentially going to add another line of code. So right here before this one, but right in between here, right in between these two brackets, we're going to add something. So first do a comma right here, then we're going to type engines, and then the 2:, those curly brace brackets. Then we'll do node. And okay, so this is where you have to know the node and also the NPM version you have. So before we move forward, let's do this. We need to check what versions we have. Each person's will be unique, so make sure you check. So it'll be node dash dash 2 dashes and then version. And you can see what it is right here. So let's add this right here. So v16.17.0 and comma. Then now the next one, we have to run npm dash dash version. Make sure it's all together. And we'll do, mine is 8.15.0. And then save it. Now that we got those done, make sure you save this, and we'll go back to here, Heroku, and we're going to add the rest of, we're going to do the deploying now. So we'll copy this, and we'll do git add dot. Then we can come here and just copy that too. And we can make a message like whatever you want, adding initial commit or something like that, with files and folders, okay? And then we'll do enter. Now let's check what branch we're on, so git branch. So we're on main right now. So let's do git push Heroku main. Now let that load, don't do anything, just let it go. It'll take a few minutes here. And what's essentially doing is it's pushing up all of this code that we've just set up for our React application, and it's going to push it up here into the cloud. And you'll see it once it's done. It'll just be a few minutes here. And right here you can see when it's done, you'll see that you're back in this regular command line, and you'll see that it pushed it what you've created into the main. And what we can essentially do is we can actually find the location, the web version of our app. If we go back to Heroku here and we just scroll up, click on settings, go down a little bit here, and right here, domains, it'll say your app can be found at. Click this link right there. And you can see here, we actually have this React app created now. It's saying my name is Monika, which we've changed locally, and now this entire thing has been pushed up onto the cloud. So what we want to do now, you can see this link right here, it's a URL, and this is something we can share with others. And what I want you to do is copy this URL So right here, there should be an area called Heroku app deploy. Your Heroku app shared here. Click on this. And right here, you can just click start new thread, and you can start just pasting that link. So when you go here, be like Heroku app, and then just paste that link so I know that you have created it. And what I'll be able to do is just click on the link and see that you have done this project or this lab successfully. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me or message me on Discord, and I'll be happy to help.